Instead of going chuck chuck, you go chill boom. Ah! Hello everybody, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine, thank you. By the way, if you have watched this video up to this point, leave a comment below and say that you are fine if you are doing fine. Here we have today one more new blog post from THQ Nordic for Titan Quest 2 specifically, and we are going to take a look together at what they are saying. This is the page of Titan Quest 2 on Steam. You come to the page, you scroll down here, and here we have it. Build example: Overwhelm Earthquake Elementalist. Very long title for a build. Heroes! Welcome to another build example. Before we get into it, we know you are all eagerly waiting for news regarding Titan Quest 2's release. We will have exactly that for you, perfect, during the THQ Nordic Digital Showcase event on August 1st. Nice. So, tune in. We're sure you'll be happy to hear about what we have in store for you. Now on to the build. Like last month, we want to give you a more detailed look at our individual mastery combinations. Mastery combinations look very awesome in this game. This time we will take a look at the combination of Earth and Storm which form the Elementalist. In Titan Quest 1 also, when you combine Earth and Storm, you get the Elementalist class. Overall build concept. Crash into your enemies like lightning blinking from the skies, freeze them in place and then obliterate them by unleashing a powerful earthquake. Boom! Does that sound like it's up your alley? Let's have a look on one way to achieve this fantasy in Titan Quest 2. YouTube link to the video. If we click, we have 1 minute video. Okay. So you freeze the enemies, multiple enemies. You almost got killed there. Ice Shards, awesome. Ice Shards looks very awesome. You freeze enemies, boom! Earthquake. Very good idea, this earthquake skill. You use... that goes... What was that? That looked to me like lightning damage. Lightning bolt. Yeah, this one. You freeze enemies and earthquake. This earthquake build up for 1 second or so. It reminds me a little bit of Dragon Ball, where especially with Super Saiyans, when they power up, they take such a stance a little bit, and they yell. Wah! The build will make use of one main damaging combo with a high investment of resources, perfect for clearing out larger packs and stronger enemies. In addition, we use 2 cheaper abilities that synergize with the rest to clear out small groups or any surviving creatures. Main combo. This combo is built around the power of Earthquake, an ability that offers some nice risk and reward gameplay. The longer you channel your... this is what I saw, the delay. You channel the cast, the higher the damage and effects of the earthquake you unleash. Our plan to use it has 4 steps. 1. Get in. Since Earthquake's effect takes place directly around us, we first need to find a way to get into the thick of it. Preferably in style while already dealing some nice damage. Survive. As previously mentioned, we will need to be able to survive for a little while in order to fully charge up our earthquake. Yeah, so I guess because in this game there is also that barrier, as we also saw on the playtest demo that we tried. Maybe it is a good idea to use the barrier, and immediately after you've used the barrier to start casting this earthquake so that you can survive from incoming hits. Unleash our fully charged up earthquake to decimate anyone around us. Clean up. We will use our other abilities to take out any creatures that survive the main combo. For this we will use Blink. In the blink of an eye. Usually an ability that helps us zoom around the battlefield quickly. Modifier system lets us tailor the ability to our needs and turn it into a juicy engage ability. We will use the following modifiers. Thunder Crash. Instead of teleporting around... Wait, what? There is... The blink skill is a teleporting skill. Instead of teleporting around, this makes us surge into the sky and then crash down from the heavens, hitting anything in our impact radius with this this sounds very interesting. This sounds very interesting as a skill. Cold Explosion. Spawns an explosion at our start dead position, helping us to soften enemies up even further from the get-go. Instantly teleport to target location. While this ability is on cooldown, you can reactivate it once to teleport back to the start location. Aha, so you can go chuck chuck, chuck chuck, chuck chuck. But it also has the Thundercrash modifier here, which makes you go, instead of going chuck chuck, you go chill boom. Survive. While we would focus on more traditional defenses to make us more tanky, we will choose a more fitting route for an elementalist. I saw tanky there and I just got this idea, if we get a defense master in this game, and we have shields, can we combine shields with these skills here and do something similar but with defense mastery? Freeze all nearby enemies around us, which should give us enough time to channel up our earthquake without getting hit too much. We will use Ice Nova with the Flash Freeze modifier. This makes sure we always freeze, increases the duration of our freeze, but adds a hefty cooldown in return. Okay, you give something, you take something. So, Ice Nova. Deal cold damage in 4 meter radius around you, 100% chance to freeze for 3 seconds. Always freezes modifiers to base 2 seconds base freeze duration, 10 seconds base cooldown duration. 10 seconds. Oh. But what? Wait, this one will put 10 seconds, so it is 16 seconds. Yeah, but if you have other skills or items that can reduce the cooldowns of skills, you can reduce it even more. I mean, this is how cooldowns work in this game, so I guess that the same would apply also to these skills here. Step 3, boom. Now it is time to look at our main damaging ability, the Earthquake. As we said previously, it charges up, which happens in stages. With every stage we reach it, deals more damage and can even stun enemies, should any of them survive at least. Here we got to mainly choose modifiers that allow us to get the biggest bang out of our cast. Extended Charge. This allows us to channel Earthquake for an additional stage, which results in even more damage. It also grants us Overwhelm stacks while charging up, which we can then use to boost the Earthquake itself and also synergize with other abilities. Heavy Impact. This modifier greatly increases Earthquake's damage for each stack of Overwhelm we currently have. So you stack on Overwhelm and then you have this one to increase the damage of the Overwhelm. Of the stacks of the Overwhelm. Perfect for what we are going for. So we have Earthquake. Conjure an earthquake around you. It affects stages for every 1 second you channel. Deals 120% more damage per additional stage. Stage 2 stands for 0.6 seconds. When you gain a stage, gain Overwhelm. 21% more damage per Overwhelm. We can see Overwhelm up here, it says maximum 3. So okay. 21% more damage per Overwhelm. 3 stacks, it is 63%. 63% per Overwhelm. 63% if you reach maximum stacks 3. At stacks 3. Okay, Heavy Impact, Extended Charge. Step 4, Cleanup. Now let's talk about the other two abilities we make use of. Either to kill what's left after the earthquake, or if we engage smaller packs where we might not want to go through our full cycle of abilities. First, let's take a look at Fissure, an earth ability that splits the ground in front of us to deal damage in a line. This is where we can see the flexibility of the modifier system, allowing us to create a whole bunch of synergies with some clever choices. We go for the following modifiers. Additional Fissures. This spawns an additional Fissure, which is great, yeah. But more importantly, it serves as a requirement for our next modifier. Overwhelm! Remember the Overwhelm stacks we built up while channeling Earthquake? This is where we can spend them. We consume a full set of them, which we conveniently have after fully charging up 3 stages of Earthquake, to spawn 2 more Fissures for a total of 4. Shockwave. This modifier allows us to trigger a shock wave whenever our fissures hit a stunned enemy. Since Earthquake stuns for a short duration, this works together beautifully. The Fissure skill, it says overwhelm 3 stacks, split the ground in front of you to deal 109 strike damage in an 8-meter line. The Fissure stays for 2 seconds and slows enemies by 20%, consumes overwhelm for 50% more damage. Full overwhelm. Consumes full overwhelm. I guess that when it says full overwhelm, it means all stacks that you have available. Or unless it means that you need to have 3 stacks, the maximum available, to count as a full overwhelm. And if you have 2 stacks of the 3, which is the maximum 3, then with 2 stacks it doesn't count as full overwhelm. Who knows? I don't know. We can only guess at this point. We have to play the game to understand actually how this works. Our final ability is Ice Surge, which allows us to shoot multiple small icicles. The main use here is to generate overwhelming stacks outside of our main combo, so we can fully utilize Fissure when fighting smaller packs as well. While we could slot in any ability that generates these stacks, Ice Surge offers some nice other synergy potential we can make use of. We choose the following modifiers. Torrent, an overall great modifier that adds extra projectiles to the ability. Here it says Torrent. Projectile penetration allows our projectiles to penetrate their target and hit others behind them. Great to increase damage and reliability. Frost Explosion, a little extra for synergy. Whenever we hit a frozen enemy, we spawn a Frost Explosion. Since we already have guaranteed freeze from our Ice Nova, this is a good option for us. Ice Surge, fire 7 Ice Surge in a con dealing damage, cold damage, additional hits against the same enemy deals less damage, on use gain overwhelm while you have an overwhelm skill equipped. Yeah, overwhelm again, maximum stacks 3. The modifiers up here. This modifier system is amazing. Very, very good. Whip. Whip stands for work in progress in general in the games. Passives, attributes and gear. Now that we have covered the active side of things, let's take a look at what we got from our passives and gear. A quick overview. Yeah, on the passive side we go for the following. Energy. Since the main combo can be quite energy intensive, we will invest into the following passives. Earth's Arcane Abundance increase maximum energy. We pick the Regen Fit to also increase energy regeneration. Here. Storm has Arcane Influx, which increases energy regeneration. By choosing the energy fit, we also unlock the Aether Shield effect, which allows us to redirect some damage taken towards our enemy. Helpful for staying alive when charging up the Earthquake. Very good idea. Energy fits Arcane Influx. Aether Shield. While above 50% energy, 10% of damage taken is absorbed by energy. Wait, what? Here it says, Aether Shield effect allows us to redirect some damage taken towards our energy. Yeah. Is absorbed by energy, correct. Damage. Of course, we got to scale our damage substantially. This is where most of our passive points will go. Earth's Grad Magic is perfect for us. It increases our spell damage and even gives us extra energy. The fit spell damage at cost gives us another hefty bonus of 30% spell damage, very good. But increases their cost. Yeah, it makes sense. Since we invested enough into energy, we can make use of it. Spell damage cost. Storm gives us Raging Might, which increases cast speed and spell damage. It also unlocks the Rage mechanic, which increases our damage on every spell we cast for a short time. This synergizes perfectly with the more spammy Fissure Ice Surge combo we have for clearing smaller packs. Increase spell helmet chance, unlock spell rage. Rage grants total spell damage at cast speed per stack. Defense. Lastly, we got some more defense to not turn into a glass cannon. Storm protection greatly boosts our barrier core ability, which gives us A reliable extra layer of defense we can activate when crashing into our enemies. Yeah, in the beginning I said something about a barrier that would be a good idea to use it when you go and you need to cast a little bit for the earthquake to build up. So here it says for barrier decay feat, 20% less barrier decay rate. For our attributes we go for a split of might, knowledge and vigor. This will indirectly scale our main damage types, strike and cold. It also allows us to go down a battle mage fantasy for our gear for decent protection. For our gear we will look at the following effects. Increased spell damage helps us scale all of our damage. Alternatively, strike helps us increase the bulk of our abilities, impact as well. Increases to our main attributes are always good to have. Yeah. A decent spread of defenses in the form of resistances and health. Yeah, I mean, even in Titan Quest 1, health and resistances, especially resistances, are very important for every single build in the game to survive. So, where to take it? Since Titan Quest 2 offers huge levels of customization, this is true, actually. This is only one example on how to make this build. It provides a very strong baseline but can be taken into many different directions. While our character progresses, we can invest deeper into all of our existing abilities to add more modifiers and synergies to them. For example, Earthquake has a modifier Fast Channel, which decreases channel time, or Stone Protection, which makes us more tanky while channeling. We would also add new supporting abilities into the mix. Cyclone would offer more utility and damage in an area. The auras, Storm Nimbus and Earth Attunement could further boost us in different ways. These are just a few examples, though the choice will be yours. Always, hopefully always, the choice should be ours. We hope to see all of you during the THQ Nordic Digital Showcase on August 1st. Well, rate up. Okay, this looks like a very interesting build. Spellcaster, Earthquakes. An Earthquaker Spellcaster build. That's what it looks to me like. Very nice. Very, very interesting build idea. So, Earthquake, this skill specifically looks very interesting to me. I will see when the game comes out. I will see what other builds we can make based on the Earthquake. We will make the Earthquaker, something like that. So guys, this is it for this very awesome and very juicy blog post. One more build example. This game is going to have lots of build diversity. It is an in-depth action RPG. It is going to be awesome. It looks like it. And remember, August the 1st is in 3 days. So if you watch the showcase, if you go to watch it, watch it. I will watch it. And I'll be back to live streaming again on Saturday, for those amongst you who care about live streaming. And yeah, hopefully we will have many things to talk about in Saturday from the showcase in August 1st. So thanks for watching this video. Remember to subscribe if you like the content of this channel. We will have a huge amount of videos and live streams of Titan Quest 2. And of course we have already made thousands of videos and live streams of Titan Quest 1 all these past 7+ years. So this is it. So guys, have a great week, a great day. I'll see you very soon again.